James plays game
with me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to James and Michael Play We Were Here Forever. We did a neat little variation on a pipe puzzle, and we opened up both ends of this bathysphere so we can both get in. And we're probably going back into the water. And we're gonna fight a sea monster, probably. Because
why not, right?
This is now... It's just like Sea of Thieves, this game. We'll find some other people on their own bathysphere, and we'll fire cannons at them. Oh. Didn't even see the lever, I'm sorry. There we go. So how do you feel about the deep sea, Michael?
It exists.
Love it, hate it?
I've been in the ocean.
I get a little worried of going in games in particular, where it's dark and scary and stuff like that. But that's just in general, not just related to water.
Right.
But I do remember back when World of Warcraft first came out, back when Blizzard was a company that we didn't know was terrible.
Right.
I played World of Warcraft for a little bit, and I played as undead. Undead, they can hold their breath longer because they technically don't have breath. And I decided to see how deep I could get into the water. And I got really deep, and everything was black. And then I started wondering, what if they put a scary monster down there? And that's when I started swimming upwards with my eyes closed until I got back to the surface. So, yeah. There was no monster then, but no. I believe later on they decided that was a really good idea when they started adding eldritch horrors into the lore.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of Subnautica.
Yeah, which is a game that I'm debating if I want to play.
So, one of the things in that is if you go out of map, it does get deep and dark, and then there's giant things that do just straight up kill you to make sure you don't leave the map.
Yeah.
It's a fun game otherwise. Survival games like that, I feel, are too...
Oh,
hey, there was a giant kraken. I'm going in the thing this time.
Don't leave me!
Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I have symbols. I have lots of symbols.
Okay, a control panel came up for me with symbols on it as well. And I have a book. Oh, wow.
I can't click on anything. We're being pulled in. Oh, hello, that's an eye. Oh, and that's a big, scary mouth.
Oh, I'm so glad you went in. I have, symbols that are, This suddenly became keep talking and nobody explodes.
I'm trying to communicate with it.
That's exactly what we're doing here. Because these all... We combine symbols to communicate. Because
okay, we're back to some of our fun old symbols.
Yeah. So we're going to try saying hello.
Okay.
Does that sound like a good idea? So,
sure.
Do you have a symbol that looks like a rocket ship with a plus on the top of it?
Yeah, I do.
And then do you have just a black diamond shape?
Yes, a diamond on my left. And then transmit.
How'd that go for you?
It sent back mustache.
Okay. We're supposed to answer its questions truthfully.
So it's mustache, long john. Rectangle thing.
Mustache.
See? Yeah, it's let me listen again.
Okay.
Yeah, mustache. mustache, and then sideways rectangle.
Because all my words here are just two symbols. Do you have anything at all on your end that's a book like that would have some
No.
kind of...
No, I don't got anything like that. God, this thing is creepy. Why am I the one that keeps doing this to myself? Yeah, no, like on my left I have 4 symbols that can be chosen. It is like dots on top of each other, a rectangle, a diamond that you said before, and then a mustache or like a mouth kind of thing. On the right is a lot of other symbols. We have like the rocket ship, a person holding a spear, a person with 2 heads, a city skyline, a pair of sunglasses, a circle with 2 lines on either side of it, a person holding a sword that doesn't have a head, a person holding a sword that does have a head, just a macho dude, a squiggly line, an almost infinity symbol, and then the same thing before where it's like a circle with 2 lines on each other, but it doesn't have the top half of the circle.
Now, when you say mustache, is it like a W?
Yeah.
Okay. And mustache, rectangle.
Yeah.
Because that's what's really confusing to me. Because all these they're just a combination of 2 symbols.
Yeah,
so
like when I asked for it to listen, it's I. Oh yeah, by the way, it's a giant mouth with really sharp teeth, and then out of that mouth is an eyeball. And when I go to listen, the eye closes, and when it opens and gives a sound, it also has a symbol in it.
And you're definitely getting 3 symbols.
Yeah, like it goes once, mustache, and then mustache with a different sound, and then rectangle with a different sound.
There's nothing else? And you're definitely sure that you do not have any... Huh. Okay, I have buttons on my side here of like different things that I can push and pull.
Okay.
Should I just go for it and see what like anything happens on your end?
Yeah, see what happens. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to, because we have things like castle, B, no, maybe, yes, justice, power, greetings. Maybe try greetings. No, I don't have any of them. I'm going to just push a button. Oh, did that do anything for you?
No.
Oh, each time, like, okay, I have a dial, and it's got 6 symbols on it, and every time I push it, it rotates the symbols, and gives me 3 symbols at the bottom that open up. 3 different symbols. So, okay. Mustache... I do not have any mustache. And I do not have any rectangle from that. I'm just gonna try something. Did that do anything for you?
Nope.
Oh, goodness. This can't be right. Each time I pull one of these levers, I'm getting a different sound.
Oh no.
When you push stuff, did you get sounds?
He gives me sounds when he talks. Okay, let me... Orca sound. Burp. I couldn't think of what to describe that. What if I just, you know, what if I got one wrong? What if I said this and that?
Yeah, there's no way this can be right.
Oh, he got angry.
Yeah, he did. I'm taking on water.
Oh, you're taking on water?
Not terribly, but he did crack the bathysphere. And it's given little bits of water there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try replying with mustache, rectangle.
I can't, because I can only choose two symbols. One is either, like, one is the crazy symbols, and one is the mustache, diamond, rectangle, polka dot.
Okay.
Like, I have to pick one of those and one of the many weird symbols.
If I... Like, if this is a combination of symbols, where, like, I don't have all of them and you don't have all of them, is there any way for us to do them in, like, succession?
We might be able to.
Like, if
I would have to do it one at a time, but yeah.
If I pulled this and then you pull mustache... Nothing?
No. I need to, like, if I, like, in order, like, I only have the option to choose two symbols and then transmit it. We can die and then you can take a look.
Hey, can you listen again?
Sure. Mustache orca sound. Mustache burp. Rectangle weird sound.
Okay. I mean, there's not a whole lot in this place to do anything with. I just have this one...
Try explaining to me what's in the book. Like, what's it look like? What's it say?
It's a bunch... it's combination of two symbols. Some of them you have, some of them I have. And each pair of symbols represents a word. So
okay.
You said hello to him by saying...
Diamond rocket ship.
Other way around, but yeah. And then they responded. Guess we don't need to really apply gender to a giant sea monster. I have things like enemy, jester, revenge, king, insult, hurt, what, escape, why, who, ice, desire, float, weapon, nobody, explorers, greetings, power, justice, yes, no, maybe, castle, B. So it's very strange. And like I said, I have a dial that has 6 like main symbols, and I can rotate it, and each one of those main symbols causes a series of 3 symbols to pop up below it.
Okay.
So they're like subsets of those symbols.
Okay.
For example, I'm going to go to like Big Buff Man with his arms up,
Mm-hmm.
and that has Big Buff Two-Headed Man, Big Buff Man with his arms down, Two-Headed Big Buff Man with his arms down.
Okay, I only have the 2-headed big buff man with arms up and the 1-headed buff man arms down.
And every time I pull a lever, it's a different sound depending on the symbol. There's like a series of like horse, like that.
Right.
There's like the whale sounds, 3 different ones. There's like snarling in water, like a snarly, gurgly sound. There's like weird, almost like insect-like, God, I don't even know how to describe that. Like a chittering sound.
Well, how about we just give it a couple tries here? Like, let's try saying explorers. What's explorers?
Yeah, that's one of the symbols is on my end, that's what I was confused about. And that is, like, I pull this symbol, and then you would pull mustache, because you don't have this symbol. It's kind of like a broken TIE fighter from that Star Wars movie.
Okay, yeah, I know that one.
And it's like missing. Well, there's a few different ones. It's almost like an A shape. Oh.
Yeah, he liked explorers.
Oh.
Okay. Diamond, mustache, rectangle.
But see, I don't have anything that corresponds with any of that.
Oh, but you have sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't. But like I said, I mean, if he's giving us 3 sounds, if he's giving us 3 of anything, I only have translations for 2.
Yeah, so he's giving 3 sounds. He's asking us a question, and we're trying to give a 1-word answer.
Yeah.
So if I tell you what the sound is, you can then maybe figure out what he's trying to say.
What were the symbols again?
Diamond, mustache, rectangle. But each one comes with a sound, so I can tell you what the sounds are.
I think we should die. And
take a look on this end?
Yeah, because there's no way that we can be like Finding Nemo here where you speak whale to me. There's like no way.
He was fine with that.
What did you select?
I picked diamond, person with a spear.
Diamond. I have person with a spear, diamond, which is jester.
Yeah, so I said jester to him.
Okay,
I'm still gonna die. I'm just gonna pick a random one and see what happens. Oh, there we go. That's bad.
Yeah. Because, I mean, either I'm missing something or I just don't know. I just have this one book of translations, I have the dial, and I have answer its questions truthfully. I got just some cracks in the thing.
Like, eventually we gotta die, right?
Maybe. What if that was the solution and we just escaped?
No, they definitely didn't like that. Okay.
Okay. Switching places.
Oh, I'm standing on the thing.
Yeah. Hello. You're not as scary as I thought you would be. Okay, so... Oh, I guess I don't want that torch on. You're stuck in a chair. You can't get out of the chair.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything. I can push that. Okay, he's just giving me a symbol of, let's say, a string of beads that you would put on your neck
Polka
and
dots.
definitely not use
Polka
anywhere
dots.
else.
James, polka dots.
Well, I was thinking beads, like beads on a necklace, like a beaded necklace. A necklace for your neck, not for anything else. That's all I have.
Okay, so I know that sound. Okay, I think I'm understanding. So he just said, which one again?
Just beads. Just
beads.
One line of beads. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, now he said rectangle. No, wait. It's because I have a button pushed in. Hold on.
Yeah. No, you'll be able to listen. You'll push 2 buttons and hit transmit, and then that's when he'll respond.
Okay. When I push listen, yeah, it's just a symbol on the eye. And that's beads.
What's the sound he's making?
God. How the hell?
Is it like...
I mean...
Just try to copy it, James. How did you do that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I took my headphones off and I held them to the microphone.
Oh, yeah, that's he's saying greetings.
Okay.
So that's how we're finding out what he's saying, is because he's saying, I have to look through here. Like, I went and found things with the beads, and I'm like, okay, so what's he likely saying from there? Okay, so he's saying greetings, so we can say we don't have the symbol for greetings, but we do have the symbol for hello. So it is the diamond and the rocket ship with the plus.
Okay, so that sends that transmitting. Okay. I'm curious about one thing here. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing anything?
No, but I also have the thing turned off for that.
That's fair. That don't worry about that then. That makes sense. But
Yeah,
I was just
no.
curious if it did anything. So yeah, we got mustache.
So first one is mustache. So I'm gonna get to the mustaches on here. So my guess is he's first saying who. Yeah, that's the orca sound, right? It goes like.
I can play it for you right now.
No, don't do that. So so it goes mustache and then mustache. Who?
This can't be right, but what, you think we do explorers?
Yeah, but wait. Okay, so who and then another mustache B. So if I go to those and do that. Yeah, okay. So then that's who B and then you. Because I remember what those sounds are, so I'm just checking here.
But now how are you getting that translation?
You know how it makes the sound?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in the book, it shows the 4 symbols on the right? The beads, the rectangle, the diamond, and the mustache.
Yes.
So you say it is saying mustache. So, okay, so I'm looking for what would be a good word that starts with mustache, that starts with the mustache. And knowing the answer is explorers, I saw that one of these is who. It is squiggly line mustache. So I listened to that combination on the machine, and it was the orca sound that I remembered.
So we're translating
what he's saying and
into the language again, like a different.
Yeah, like I'm figuring out what he's saying, and then I figure out the response.
Okay, so it's like we translate his symbols into other symbols so that we know what he's saying, and then we respond.
Yeah, because it's definitely a little confusing. It's definitely supposed to be, but I understand this. Okay, so that was who be, and then my guess is if I get this, it is then you. Where's the people? And this only works because I remember what those sounds are. Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, so then who be you? We are
explorers.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything. We are justice. No, greetings, desire, hello, sync, town, friend. Oh, friend would work too, I think.
We could try it, but just remember, we got to answer truthfully.
I'm not seeing explorers here.
It was definitely there when I had the book. And that was the broken TIE fighter thing.
Who ice, what escape, why? King, insult, hurt, revenge, jester, enemy, you, water, friend, town, love, hello, sink, desire, float, weapon. Oh, there it is, explorers. Yeah, So broken TIE fighter mustache.
Okay, translating that. Okay, seem to approve of that. I see, like, we're making each tentacle disappear.
Yeah.
So this was... Let me listen again. So this was diamond, mustache, rectangle.
Okay, diamond. What would start with diamond? Why? King, no. Jester, no. Town, hello. Yes. Okay, so what is why? That would be the sound of the orca again, is it?
Let me listen again. No, it's like a... Then it's like a gurgle. And then like a snort.
And it goes diamond first?
Yes.
No, not that. Oh, what was the first one's like a gurgle, right?
It's like then it's like gurgle, and then it's like a snort.
The first one's like okay.
Here.
Ugh, that's a squelchy sound. Okay, it's not the squelchy sound. I missed the first one.
Oh.
It's like a...
Did you get it that time?
Yeah, it's definitely not the Y. So it's not Y.
This is so weird.
Yeah, this is a strange one. Nope, not that one. Town? No. I'm pretty sure I checked and it wasn't hello. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, yeah. So hello. What was the second symbol?
It should be diamond mustache. Yeah, and rectangle.
Hello. Is he saying hello, explorers? Oh, maybe not. Hello.
So are you're really just like going through everything to try to find like which set of sounds?
Yeah.
And then comparing those three sounds
To the book to see what sentence he's saying. It sounded like the first word he said is hello. But the second one I can't quite find. Can you let me listen to them again?
Sure. But I'm saying, like, there's no way that can be correct where I have to tell you the sounds, like, what they sound like.
Is.
That feels weird.
I mean, why else would I be able to play the sounds on command?
It's like the cuckoo clock in the last game all over again.
Yep. Desire? Oh. Can I listen again? This is like one of those things where it's like, I need to know these sounds.
Okay, one sec.
First one's like a burp. And it goes diamond mustache.
Yes.
I don't think it'd be who. No, that's orca sound. Sense. So I definitely think you're just supposed to describe these sounds for me.
Well, welcome to trying to figure out any way to not solve this puzzle with James and Michael. Any way we can get around this.
Actually, okay, so my answer was spear. I'm pretty sure. So is it who be enemy? Because what was the symbols again?
Diamond, mustache, rectangle.
Oh, it's diamond mustache rectangle.
I'm so glad we switched, because there's no way I would have understood that this is working this way.
Yeah. Diamond mustache rectangle.
I did open up the hints just to see, because I still don't believe this is right, but here's what it says. The central device acts as a library for sounds. Use it to compare information provided by your partner. So
Haha. I knew it. Okay.
I mean, we're getting there. It's just really awkward.
Yeah, so diamond mustache rectangle. Here's what'll help. I'm gonna write down all the options for these.
Okay.
So for the diamond,
Well, what is it that you think the thing's saying to us?
I'm not entirely sure yet. So castle, yes. Hello, probably not that because that's what he started with. Town, jester, king. Why? Like, my guess is he's asking why something. So now that's all the diamonds. The next thing is the mustaches. That'd be B. And I'm hoping that by having all the words side by side, I'll be able to more accurately put a sentence together.
Okay.
B, desire. Sink. Don't tell him that. Water. Who, ice. Okay, and then rectangle. Maybe power. Nobody. Friend. You. Enemy. Hurt. Escape. Okay, so why diamond mustache rectangle? He could be saying Jester be enemy. Let me hear Jester. Wait, why didn't that bring up any things for me? Can you click on on the diamond?
Okay.
My different symbol options aren't showing up anymore.
Anything?
No, they're stuck.
Oh, that's good.
Let's try saying yes. That was an option, wasn't it? Yeah. So go with diamond and then the like the glasses. It's like two circles with a line through them.
Okay. I think that was good.
Okay.
So, beads, mustache, mustache. Let me replay those. Okay, so like a whale sound.
Yeah. So beads.
Like snarl, and then like maracas.
I'm just putting all these down.
Yeah.
Love, insult, don't insult him. Oh, revenge. Sounds like Krabby from Pokemon. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the average speed velocity of a sparrow? Okay, so it goes beads and then what?
Beads, which is orca, like high, low, high. Mustache, which is like, and then another mustache, which sounds like maracas almost,
right?
Like a rattling.
That would help a lot more now if the thing wasn't broken, because then I would actually be able to make the sounds change. But we'll figure this out. Okay, so beads, mustache, mustache. So it could be what be desire.
Escape?
Yeah, escape. That is the squiggly line. It kind of like starts on the bottom and ends on the right, and it goes up and down, up and down.
I only have one squiggly line. The other one's like a series of straight lines.
Yeah. So that plus rectangle.
Okay. What be desire? Escape. Right? Please?
Yes!
Okay. I am going to look up so many other videos to see how the hell... Yes. I want to know. What in the heck
I am so smart.
I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad we could switch.
Yeah.
I was not at all grasping. What really threw me off was the three symbols.
Yeah. No, that's fair. You ready?
Am I? Or are we gonna do one more game of rock, paper, scissors and call it an episode?
I am not faithful at all that it saved.
Well, we did get an achievement.
We did. We certainly did. Okay.
Worst comes to worst, we get to do this again, and we'll switch sides again, and we'll see if I understand this game.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Just for you, I'm going to tell you, I'm picking rock.
You're picking rock. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause you deserve a win here.
Okay.
One,
Ready?
two. Yep. One, two,
three.
Well,
Listen, when you give the answer, it puts a whole other spin on it. Because it's a question of, is he actually going to go with that, or is he just tricking me?
I wanted to be nice because you did such a good job with that, and you did it with the thing broken too.
Yeah, I did it with the thing broken. All it took was me writing down every option and figuring out what the most likely sentence is.
Yeah, which is what you do in video games. You write down every possibility, and then yeah. So hopefully we'll never have to do that again, and next time it'll be a much more pleasant episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see you guys next time. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye. Oh, do I still have the thing on my arm?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird, too. Everything's weird about this game.